Welcome back to Project 94 for another video here on the channel. And today, we're going to be talking about a very special NASCAR diecast. A diecast that is rare, it's hard to find, it's a really highly desirable diecast, and maybe some of you newer fans out there don't really know the history about this diecast or that it even exists. But here it is. The Dale Earnhardt 10th anniversary of his historic Daytona 500 victory, which was a diecast that was released in the year 2008. And of course, you all know that Dale Earnhardt Sr., 20 years of trying, 20 years of frustration, finally got his first ever victory in the Daytona 500, the race that would sadly take his life in the year 2001. But nonetheless, this diecast is a very special tribute, the 10th anniversary. So we have 1998, and 10 years later in 2008, we get this diecast. So if you combine, the lore of Dale Earnhardt, people wanting these diecasts, the interest in these Dale Earnhardt diecasts, and people wanting to find these rare diecasts, and how rare all the Dale Earnhardt stuff has become, and how valuable it's become. If you compare that, or if you combine that, I should say, with the fact that, the COTs, when they first came out, they weren't really that desirable by many collectors, largely because these cars were just not popular for a multitude of reasons. But nowadays, more and more collectors have become more appreciative of the COT, and some of those diecasts are starting to become more rare and valuable. And of course, the poster boy of rare and valuable COTs is this Dale Earnhardt 10th anniversary special diecast of that Daytona 500 victory from 1998. This is a very cool diecast, and if you guys are wondering, well, how did I find this car? So I found this car at a place called Booth 34 Diecast. It was in an antique store next to a Barcelona restaurant. Okay, so they have many diecasts. I did a video on that, okay, where I found this car with a couple of others. There's a lot of great diecasts. But by the way, guys, if you're going to that antique shop, check out Booth 34 NASCAR diecast. There are lots of great cars. They even have a car on display, which is very cool to see that he's even brought a real car there and has his own booth number 34. Got racing champions, winner circles, team caliber, NASCAR Authentics, Spin Master NASCAR Authentics. They have all kinds of NASCAR diecasts. And of course, there was going to be a COT section. And because these diecasts, people still want them, he's going to have them in stock. And you guys never know. There's always new stuff being added to this booth. Of course, I went with Action 46 Network and the entire family, of course. We went to this place. We bought a bunch of diecasts. It was a fun time. But this was the car that Action 46 Network was looking for. Just like everyone else about this Dale Earnhardt COT. They hear about it, they see somebody with it, and they're like, oh my god, this Dale Earnhardt COT is a thing. Where is it? Where can I find it? How did you find it? Give me more information about this diecast. Knowing all that, and then of course having it in front of the camera to show you guys, it's just so special. I mean, this car, it's really special. And I'm not going to unbox this because this is not going to be in my collection. It's actually going to be given to Action 46 Network, who has been looking for this car. And he came away disappointed that he didn't find this car that day. But today, I found it, and here it is in the packaging. And you can still see the car pretty good, but this is the Dale Earnhardt COT right here. This is a flagship rare NASCAR diecast for the COT era. This is the one that people are looking for right here. So it's 100% real. You can see all the sponsors on there. The Good Wrench Service livery with the Plus logo on the hood. And it even has the special tribute logos on there as well. The 10th anniversary of Dale Earnhardt's historic Daytona 500 victory. What a cool diecast. Of course, the Impala Chevy SS. The Chevy Impala SS, the big wing in the back, which everybody loved. But yeah, this is a really cool diecast. And of course, this one in particular, it comes with a pit sign that reads, let's see, GM Good Wrench Service Plus, number 3, 10th anniversary of Dale Earnhardt's historic Daytona 500 victory. So you get a special pit sign magnet along with it. Of course, you have special Dale Earnhardt logos across the box. Of course, you have one right there with the number 3, Dale Earnhardt's name. Here's the back of the box, and this is where it gets special. You can read it up top. I'm going to have to adjust my camera. Here it is. Here was the front before I flip back, so you can see this a little bit better. Here was the top of the box and the rest of the box of this Dale Earnhardt COT. Flipping it over to the back of the box, you have, of course, Dale Earnhardt, the 10th anniversary COT of the most prolific win in Daytona 500 history. And, of course, you get the number 3 right there. You got Dale Earnhardt. You have Daytona 500, 40th annual. Then you have the 2008 Daytona 500 logo, the 50th, what does that say, 50 years of the Great American Race, 2008, and, of course, RCR. The 08 logo on the box, because that's the year this thing was released. It was the 10 years after Dale Earnhardt won that Daytona 500, his first ever Daytona 500. And it came with this paint scheme, and of course, they decided to throw it onto the COT. And you know, Dale Earnhardt collectors, this is a special diecast. If you're into the Earnhardt stuff, this is definitely a diecast for you. So yeah, it's a really rare diecast. They made this as a special one-off, as one-off gets. And yes, there were multiple versions of this diecast made. We did get the, what was it called? The Extreme Concept, so the body comes off and you can see the chassis and all that. But Action 46 was looking for the standard finish, so right here, this was perfect. I found it, and it was the standard finish that he was looking for, so that's good news, but you have that other diecast as an option as well. But man, just the sheer shock. I was honestly shell-shocked. When I found this diecast, I was like, holy cow, this is real? And when I first saw this, I literally thought it was like, oh, looked like from far that it was like a re-release of like the actual old number 3 car. But no, I looked closely at it, it was the COT, which is what Action 46 was looking for. And what a lot of these collectors were looking for, this car. And I found it, and it cost $10. And it was worth the $10. You're not going to see it for lower than $10. It's only going to be 10 or more for this car. We're literally scalpers price gouging this car and asking for a lot of money. But $10 is as cheap as you're going to find it. Even though most of the cars were $10 over there, this was definitely worth getting this diecast. And of course, you know, I have it on video before this goes off to the Action 46 Network collection. I'm really just having a lot of pride showing this on the camera, that I actually found this diecast. I still can't believe it. Like, I literally still can't believe that this is in my hands right now. Of course, you know, he always talks about this diecast, Action 46, and of course the other Dale Earnhardt collectors, because, you know, the history of it. Dale Earnhardt, 20 years of trying, 20 years of frustration, finally wins the Daytona 500 in 1998, and 10 years after, when the COT is on the racetrack, they do a special edition of that paint scheme on the COT. It's a really special diecast. I love looking at this thing. It is really, really cool. So awesome to have this on camera for now, because I am going to give this to Action 46 Network. But yeah, guys, this diecast right here, I'm going to do a mini diecast review of it in the box because it's pretty clear. You can still see the car. So we're going to do a mini little review. We have Impala SS Chevrolet. Of course, you got number 3 on both of the Impala headlights. On the hood, I'm going to try to look through the bubbling of the package. You got plus the 2 Daytona 500 logos, the 1998 and then the 2008. 10th anniversary of Dale Earnhardt's historic Daytona 500 victory. Cool to have that on the hood right there. The special little tribute logo. And let's see what else we got. We have, let's see if I can zoom in on this thing. You have, dang. It is kind of hard to review this in the box, right? You have Comp. We have Plastilube. I can't really read what that says. Plastic Coat. It looks like that says 76 right there. You have Moog and Edelbrock, which are quite scrunched up because it's really hard to wrap over the front braces of the splitter. Then you have Goodyear right there. You have True Value MCI, that little shifter logo that I can't read. 76 3M Holly. And of course you have Gatorade, Mechanics Wear, Autometer, Bowman, Jessel, Clevite, Nomex, NASCAR Race Car, because they still cannot put the Winston Cup logo there. You have the 50th anniversary of NASCAR. You have number 3. You have Dale Earnhardt. You have Coca-Cola. It looks to be 4 AC Delco logos. Bass Pro Shops and Tracker Boats. You have Snap-on and in loving memory of... I feel so bad I can't read that. What does that say? R. Wayne. T. Wayne. You have Good Wrench Service Plus. You have Food City. The special Dale Earnhardt tribute logo. We have Burger King and We Care. So they got some of the original sponsors on this car, which is pretty neat for a re-release on the new mold, or the COT at the time. GM Performance Parts, AC Delco Rapid Fire. On the back, you have Good Wrench, GM Quick Lube, www.gmgoodwrench.com. Of course, there's Quick Lube Plus. Got the 3 on both taillights and the Chevrolet banner, or the little bow tie. For the base coat, it's the iconic Dale Earnhardt Black that we're always used to with the Intimidator design. Of course, we have the number 3 font in the classic RCR style with the bold-looking number 3 with the red outline and the white number fill-in all across with the number 3. And of course, it's all black with just a simple silver and red stripe. Of course, the silver is the thickest stripe and the red is the thinnest stripe, wrapping all across the undersection of this car. Even though the side skirts are black, they just did it over, as you guys can tell. But yeah, that's pretty simple. And of course, the silver is going to be metallic on this thing, which is really cool. It's not just a flat silver, it is metallic, which is really nice to see. Looks to be metallic. And of course, the iconic black. You know, this is an iconic scheme, and to see it on the COT at the time, which was brand new, it's really cool. Like, it would be like nowadays if we had this number 3 scheme on the next-gen car, how nostalgic that would be to all the Dale Earnhardt fans. But yeah, guys, this is a thing that exists. You can definitely find this car. It's going to be hard, though. Really, really rare die cast. But it could be found. And, you know, that really shows, you know, never give up. When you're looking for a die cast, you know, find the right opportunity. If it's too expensive at one point, try to find a cheaper one. Or if you just see it somewhere and you feel like that's the only chance you're going to see a diecast, pick it up. Don't have any regrets of, oh man, I wish I got that diecast when it was there. I could have gotten it. Get it if you can and as soon as possible at the best price and whatever suits your preferences, man, right? Because he wanted the standard finish and we were lucky enough to find him the standard finish. But yeah, really, really cool diecast. Of course, the black rims match as well with the original. But yeah, guys, that is the close-up view of this thing. Really, really awesome diecast. Of course, the yellow Goodyears as well. Man, this is so cool. It's so surreal to be holding this diecast. And for you new NASCAR fans, this is what the Dale Earnhardt COT was. There's probably a lot of people that are wondering what this is if they've never seen it before. Well, here it is. And I think that's going to do it for this episode on the 2008 Dale Earnhardt COT. Now we all know what it is. We know the history about it. And it's just so cool, man. Just the 10th anniversary. They wanted to make this diecast. The fans were going to eat it up. Or I shouldn't say eat it up. You're not going to eat a diecast. Obviously, just, you know, figurative speech. But the fans were definitely going to pick it up and be looking for this thing. It was bound to become rare in the future. And prices are crazy for this thing on the internet. So I paid $10 and other people are probably going to be paying $60 to $100 plus for this car. So, man, it's just insane. Really awesome to finally find this diecast, even though it's going to not be mine. It's going to go to the Action 46 network as of this video. But yeah, guys, do you have any memories with this diecast? Do you guys have this diecast? Any more information on this diecast that you guys have? Please let us know in the comments down below. And that is going to be it for this special episode here showcasing this Dale Earnhardt COT from 2008, as you can see the back of the box. And that is it, guys. Thank you all for checking out this special edition of Project 94. Kind of a mini diecast review in there, but man, it's such a special car, right? It needed a special video. So cool to have this on camera. So, like I said, thank you all for checking this video out. Comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next diecast review. And always remember to make sure you know what you're doing when you're putting decals on your diecasts.